Scheduled calibration with reference standards prevents drift and ensures quality. The mechanical seal routes any leakage to the detection tray. If the sensor detects moisture, it triggers an alarm. Steam pressure supports heat transfer capacity, can cause temperature drift. Control is steam pressure monitoring and maintenance. This pH probe and transmitter provide continuous measurement for reprint. Always adhere to a strict calibration schedule for accurate process control.